What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another haircut tutorial. This is Con Chung from Concept Barbershop, straight out of San Jose, California. Alright, what we're going to do right now is do an afro shape up with a mid-drop ball fade. What I'm doing first is I'm picking out the hair. Alright, you want to do this all around the head. Make sure you pick it out, make sure everything is even. Alright, before you trim it down. Now what the client asked to take it down to about an inch and a half lower. Alright, so what you're doing is you're shaping it up. It's very similar to an artist sculpting. Alright, so you want to scope it and you want to shape it however you want to shape it. Alright, you can give it a box look or you can give it a round look, whatever the client prefer. In this case, we're going to do more of the round look. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to stand in one place, find a point of reference to start from, and from there let your hand do all the work and stand in one spot so that you can see what you're cutting and you can see what you're shaping. I recommend, if you're going to move the client around, physically move the client, don't move yourself, just move the client. Alright, and then find a new point of reference and from there continue shaping. Okay, because you don't want to move all around the place. You keep moving around the place, you're going to lose your point of reference. You don't know what to gauge it from to create the round shape. And right now what I'm doing right here is the client also asked to have hooks on the side. Alright, so I'm creating the ball line, but yet I'm leaving a little bit of hair so that afterwards when I do line it up, there will still be some hair there for you to see the lineup. Alright, so I'm going around the ear, and then in the back of the neck I'm dropping it, and then I'm taking it to the back of the neck, and then I want to do the same thing on the other side and meet it in the back of the neck, meet it in the middle. You don't want to do one side continuously all the way to the other side. I guarantee you your line will be lopsided, your line will be crooked. Alright, so do half at a time. Do one side to the back, do the other side, meet it in the back. Alright, and that's the shape you want to have for this mid-drop fade. Alright, around the ear, drop, and meet in the back. Alright, and right now we're going to go into the clipper with no guard, all the way closed. Alright, and in this case I'm going up a little bit less than 1/4 of an inch. Alright, and I'm following this line and I'm trying to erase out the line. Okay, so here's a tip for you guys. If you want to have a dark blend, open up your clipper a little bit more. If you want to have a light blend, then open up your clipper a little bit less. Okay, so for an example, if you want to have a light blend, you can potentially open up your clipper about 4 notches. Alright, so that means you're going back and forth about 4 times. But if you want to have a dark blend, open up your clipper about 1/3 of the way. So now you're going back and forth only 3 times. Alright, the more you open up your clipper, the darker your blend will be. Okay, so I'm working this back and forth until I'm fully open with the clipper. Alright, and it's very important that you get this first initial blend clean, because this will define your whole entire blend. So get this first blend as clean as you can get it. Alright, and afterwards brush him off so you can get all the loose hair off of him so you can see what you missed. And from there go back and do touch-up work. Alright, so when you do touch-up work, just use the corner of the clipper. When you're blending, use the whole clipper. Touch-up work, just the corner. And I do recommend doing touch-up work right after you finish a guard before you move on, because if you wait till the end, till when you completely finish the haircut and then go back and do touch-up work, you might mess up and mis-eyeball what guard you were using, and then you can put a light spot in the blend. Alright, so do touch-up work before you move on to the next guard. And next we're using the 0 guard. Alright, so my step is very straightforward and very simple. You know, you work from the bottom and you work yourself up. You use the lowest guard up to the highest guard. Alright, it's very simple. So we're on the zero guard right now. Before that, we were just using no guard. Now we're using the zero guard, and now this is the one guard. And again, it's the same technique, all the way closed. All right, you're flicking out with the wrist, and I'm going up about a third of the way, maybe a quarter of an inch up high, and I'm opening the clipper about maybe a third of the way. The higher up you go, the lighter you want to be with your wrist. You want to flick it out and be gentle, flick out and erase this line right here. So flick out with your wrist. Be soft, be gentle, be light. All right. You see the blend starting to form a little bit. Work around the ears, hold the ear down so it doesn't clip the ear. Now I'm on the 1.5 guard. Again, it's all the way closed, and I'm being even more gentle with the wrist work. Alright, because you want to flick this line out, you don't want to create more lines. Be light, be gentle. Alright, and this is the 1.5 guard all the way open. Okay, starting to form, you can see the transitioning from light to dark. Okay, and now I'm using the number 2 guard. Okay, again, it's the same technique. You work from one side all the way to the other side, open up your clipper and repeat, and keep repeating it until you're fully open before you move on to the next step. Alright. And then you also want to keep your client clean and comfortable. You know, don't let them sit there the whole entire cut with hair on their face. Okay, so now we're moving on to the lineup. You see I'm face to face with my client. I'm putting in the point of reference. That's the starting point right there. And from there, I will pick a side to go into. Pick the side that is up higher. Go into that side, which in this case is to the right. Alright, and then from there, go back and line up the lower side. Alright. And you see I'm face to face with the client, and the only thing that's moving is my hand. It's the clipper. You want to always have the point of reference in your vision so that you can compare and gauge your line. If you keep moving with your clipper, you're going to throw yourself off, and your lines will be crooked because you have no point of reference to base your line off of. Alright. And then after you line up the front of the hairline, then you can move yourself over to the side. And you want to angle your clipper pointed out and away from the ears. Okay, and now I'm doing the hooks. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm tapping at it a little bit at a time until it forms. First visualize it and see how you want to create it. And then after that, be patient, tap at the line and create the hook until it forms more clearly. Alright, keep going over and over and over until the shape forms. Alright, a little bit at a time, little taps at a time until the hooks form. Alright, tap and drag, tap and drag, tap and drag, and there it is. There's the hooks. Alright, and what I'm doing right here is I'm checking to see where the hook started on the other side so that I can gauge it and start it over here at the same level on this side. And again, it's the same technique. Alright, you see my left hand holding his ear. It's just to help stabilize him so he doesn't move. But there's the hooks on this side. You want to keep your client still. Alright, so the client also asked that there's a little bit of flare away from the head with the shape of his hair. Instead of going straight up, he wants it to flare out a little bit. And again, similar to doing a lineup, I'm face to face with him so that I can see the side of his head, and then I'm shaping it up. Okay, I recommend facing your client towards like a light wall, a white wall or something, so that you can see the hair sticking out. Alright. You want to stand at an angle so that you can see the side of it, so you can see what's sticking out, so that you can shape it up. Alright. And this is me right here doing shaping up the top of his head. Alright. I do recommend checking the mirrors. Alright. Face your client, spin your client in the mirror, and from there you can see spots that you may have missed. Alright. The mirror will show you the full picture. Alright, so check the mirror, see if you miss any spots, and then check the shape of it and go back and shape it up. Alright, and there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any requests on haircuts, let me know, and I will do my best to get it done. Alright, this was a request by somebody who wanted to see a drop fade with no guidelines. Alright, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Peace.